Alright, hey there, Magic fans. Maybe you're not a fan of Magic, I don't know. Anyway, it's me, Mirkov. I'm going to be playing this Ravnica Allegiance. I'm currently at like a, 82% win rate or something crazy? Alright, let's just go ahead and get started. No need to preamble. Y'all know me? No, you don't. Here we go. We got Fireblade Artist. That's worked out pretty well in the past. Flames of the Raised Boar seems okay if we can get into the Gruul deck. Blade Juggler is nice. Blue is kind of a miss. Skewer the Critics is good. And Cinder Vines, I think, is probably okay, but with something like Fireblade Artist and a Skewer the Critics, don't see us taking anything else. Sky Tether is probably acceptable. Might just do Fireblade Artist, I don't know. I could take Skewer the Critics too. This does want to be probably in the Rakdos, but it could go either way. I'm wondering if this is actually better than Flames of the Raised Boar. 2/2 haste is obviously something nice. I'm going to take Skewer the Critics. I think. Yeah, I mean, it's just fine. It's just good. In this pack, Senate Guildmage seems pretty nice for Azurius. Some okay Azurius cards, I guess. Not really. Imperious Oligarch. This is pretty nice. So is Grasping Thrall. In terms of keeping to our game plan of red, not really a lot of red. Slinger is not quite what we want. Same thing with Firelight Footlight Fiend, whatever it's called. Might take Grasping Thrall here. Could do like a Rakdos splashing the Thrall. I wouldn't feel too bad about that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And we'll see what happens. I'm kind of just wondering, like, maybe if I should take Senate Guildmage. This is okay. What else do we have here? Not quite seeing what our game plan is. We do have this Recluse. Just a very big guy. Roustabout is okay. I think I'd rather take the Recluse over the Roustabout. Aeromunculus, if we want to really just have no idea what color we are. Gruul Beastmaster is fine. Might just take the Recluse, though. I think Recluse is better than Beastmaster. So... And I think it's comparable to... I think it's probably better than Roustabout. And I don't know. I just don't really want to jump into Aeromunculus territory, though we do see a lot of blue and green cards available. Azurius Arbiter. So it's possible it's open. Let's try to at least stick to our guns a little bit. This Grasping Thrall might be a sideboard. Okay, in this pack, we do have a Bulrak Clan Crusher, which is pretty good. 10th Street Dodger was fun when we were playing with that. Next options, maybe like a Gift of Strength. Gruul Guildgate. White and blue are empty. Black is not looking too great. So I might take Clan Crusher. It's a lot smaller than the Recluse. It's kind of a weird stat line. Might be better than 10th Street Dodger, though. It's not clear. Stormstrike is also possible, so it's just taking a Guildgate. I'm gonna take the Crusher. Let's see if we can maybe make Gruul work. Might not work out. Best cards here, we do have a Vampire, and we have a Debtor's Transport. Vampire's so-so. Transport I think is cool, but it's also 6 for a 5/3. It does Afterlife twice, which is nice. It's probably one of the better Afterlife cards, is my guess. It's still early in the format, though. Syndicate Messenger seems okay, but maybe not okay enough for us to splash. Gruul Guildgate, of course, is fine. And Wrecking Beast is kind of expensive for what it is. So I'm thinking probably here is between Guildgate and Transport. I don't really think we're doing Vindictive Vampire. I'm going to take the Guildgate. Let's just go ahead and get our splash going. Could still go Rakdos splashing Gruul. Lots of options. We are seeing Simic, though this card is kind of a weaker Simic card. I guess it helps adapt. Yeah, so green is empty here. Stormstrike is fine. Consign to the Pit and Debtor's Transport, I think, are both fine. Might just take the Stormstrike. Killing a creature and dealing 2 is probably okay. I don't know if it's better than just Debtor's Transport, though. I feel like these packs are pretty devoid of good cards. Not really what we want our 6th pick to be. And if we're in Rakdos, this does seem very slow. I'm going to probably just take Stormstrike. Here we're pretty happy with this pack. We do see Gateway Sneak, which is a neat card. It's not what we're going to be doing today. We have Scorchmark, another Rubble Belt, Gruul Guildgate. Those are really what we're thinking between. We have a Rakdos Trumpeter, but I don't think that's in the cards. We're sort of almost looking like mono red. It's probably going to be Scorchmark. I'm going to be very happy to get another Recluse, though. Scorchmark is good. At this point, we don't have any sacrifice outlets. So it's probably either Rakdos Roustabout. Could be a Goblin Gathering if we want to really try to like pick maybe 2 or 3 more of those up. Really go wide. In which case, probably we take out the Crusher, because we're going to be more like a sacrifice deck instead of that. But for now, let's take the Roustabout. We are a bit short on playables. I mean, not short on playables, but short on creatures. We're sort of very control-y for now, it seems. I don't know. This is sort of a more controlling card. We have a Rakdos Guildgate, Consigned to the Pit. Both of those are possible. We're going to take the Guildgate, though. Sky Tether, probably fine for the Orzhov deck. Not really fine for Rakdos. We could take the Orzhov Guildgate, too. Over the Boar. I'm wondering about that. I might take the Orzhov Guildgate. Because we could splash, instead of the Crusher, we could splash the Thrall. Lots of possibilities here. There's a Wrecking Beast. I think we'll take a Guildgate. Cool. So our 10th Street Dodger did come back around. We also have a Gift of Strength. I don't think Axebane Beast is worth it. It's really between those two as a result. Considering it's not quite clear what we're doing, it might be Rakdos. I mean, we could do this Crusher, but we don't have any +1/+1 counters yet. So this guy is not doing much. And neither of those help. So I'm going to take the Dodger. Since we are playing best 2 of 3, it's worth considering something like Deface for a sideboard. Destroys an artifact or a creature with Defender. I don't really think we even care. I'm just going to take the Bush Strider. I'll just take that for the uncommon. And Axe Beast is certainly fine. Simic Ascendancy is a pretty nice card. This is 2 mana, you can pay 3 to put a +1/+1 counter on any creature you have. So you just start winning more if the game starts going along. And whenever you put one or more +1/+1 counters, you also get growth counters. So if you do this 20 times, or some combination thereof, you win. That's pretty neat, but we really have no blue. I don't really see us doing that. More likely, we got a Skewer the Critics. We have a Smelt Ward Ignis. This lets you take a opponent's creature by sacking this. So early it's a 2/1. Late in the game, it steals something, which is pretty cool. Final Payment. Final Payment is pretty good, but it is a little bit more mana intensive than Skewer the Critics. So Skewer the Critics will probably do the job. So I'm thinking between those two. We also have a Titanic Brawl, which is a cool removal spell if you have +1/+1 counters, which we don't. So I'm going to take Skewer the Critics. Cavalcade of Calamity can work if you have the goblins, like lots of 1/1 goblins, but other than that, it's kind of hard to get it to work. Maybe like the Dodger. Alright, so here I think we have maybe our first difficult pick. And I would call this actually quite a difficult pick. This looks like a powerful pack. We have a Sunder Shaman, which is just big. 4 mana for 5/5. Can't be blocked by only a single creature. And bonus points if it hits a player, you destroy an artifact or an enchantment. On the other hand, we've got a 4 mana Amplifier. It is a 1/1. So if, when you play this, you have a whole turn where it's just a 1/1. And every time it's your upkeep, I think it goes back to being a 1/1, probably how it works. But in the meantime, you kind of look into your deck and you double whatever it picks up. So right now it could be an 8/8 or a 12/10, 6/4, 2/2. Yeah, so it could be really good, it could be bad. Kind of random. It doesn't have trample or anything. One of downsides, I guess, of it picking up a big creature is then that creature goes on the bottom of your deck, I believe. Yeah. Here we go. We do get also Trollbreed Guardian. 5 for 5/5 with Adapt 2. And every creature with a +1/+1 counter on it gets trampled. So this is a nice payoff for +1/+1 counters. Also lets us do the Crusher, Sunder Shaman. Yeah, like I said, already pretty good. In terms of black, mediocre, 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 mediocre. I mean, those are all fine. But I think either the red or the Gruul card here is going to be the winner. Which means probably this Roustabout might not make it. Considering what we have, I think we're going to have to take Guardian or Shaman over the Amplifier. Because Amplifier can just be a miss sometimes. Or is this just it's just big. This thing too. It's kind of a hard pick. Might take the Guardian. The fact that this Guardian can become a 7/7 trample, and then I could remove it, move a counter to make it deal damage, potentially. I don't know. It seems like a pretty good payoff. That Sunder Shaman is good too. Yeah. I'm going to take the Guardian over the Sunder Shaman. It's a hard call, though. This is also a very good pack. So our first couple packs were kind of weak. Took a lot of Guild Gates. But now it is looking like we're getting some stuff. So we have this Clan Guildmage. Can just make it easier to get in. It's a 2/2. Really can't go wrong. And we are short on 2-drops. We have a Rhythm of the Wild, which is a cool card. creatures you control can't be countered, and your other creatures get Riot. It's going to pay off with this Guardian. Skewer the Critics. Again, that'll be our third Skewer the Critics, so maybe don't need to take that quite yet. So we have 2 of those, a Scorch Mark, Strike. Yeah, so we're doing fine for Skewers. Get to the point and Roustabout. Get to the point's probably a bit better. Goblin Gathering, but I think it's really between Guildmage and Rhythm. In this case, it's hard to say. Rhythm of the Wild is pretty cool. Guildmage is a Guildmage. I feel like in Gruul we're going to have extra mana. The fact that creatures can't be countered is pretty cool too. Hard to say which will be better. I'm actually going to take the Guildmage here over the Rhythm of the Wild. You know, while I think Rhythm of the Wild was nice the times we've played it, I don't know if it actually did that much, considering when you put it out, it doesn't do anything until, so maybe it's only given like +1 or maybe +2. Alright, what do we got? So we have a Fireblade Artist for our potential Rakdos Splash. We have a Rumblebelt Ruin. This enters the battlefield. Opponent's creatures can't block for every +1/+1 counter. So if you have 2 +1/+1 counters, their 2/2s can't block, basically. It seems okay, but at the same time, for 6, and we don't have that much adapt going on, I don't think it's actually going to do much. Most of the time, it's just going to be a 6/6 for 6. Instead, we can get this Runner, which is just a 3/3 for 3. And if we look at our curve, we don't have, again, we don't have much small creatures yet. Fireblade Artist, though, is a haste in the Rakdos colors. I might take that. Again, we can still be kind of mono red with like black and green splash. I'm wondering if the Fireblade Artist is enough better than the Runner. Because we could easily still be a green splash instead of a black splash. Like this Rakdos Roustabout is not worth splashing, I don't think. Alright, so other things, we've got this Territorial Boar, which pays off for having 4 or higher power, which we do have 3. We got this Acrobat, which Spectacles in for a fairly good price. We have a lot of Spectacle cards. That's one of the reasons I'm considering this Fireblade Artist, because it's just a 2/2 haste. I don't know, but a 3/3 for 3. Can't really complain about that either. Yeah, I think I might just, I think our green is looking a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and take the Runner. We are getting rewarded for not wavering. The Ceratok, 4/4 for 4, can't be blocked by babies. So we're taking that. A lot better than the Axe Beast. What was it? Yeah, Axebane Beast. This basically just cycles itself. Pay 2 to draw a card. It does exile something from a graveyard, but it's kind of useless. We have a Guildgate. We have a Recluse, actually. Burn Bright. I think here probably Recluse is the best. I mean, I will happily play these Recluse. Like, it has been pointed out to me, maybe it's not like the best card, because there is the green version, which is a 5/5 or a 4/4 with haste. But, I mean, this is just big. It's just big. Look how big it is. 6/5. Here it is. Rentorn. Could take the Sagittarius Volley. There's also this Tin Street Dodger. Second Tin Street Dodger is, that's interesting. We have 4 of these splash lands right now, and our Roustabout is probably getting cut. Which means probably the Worst Off Guildgate's getting cut. So really this is more like what we're looking at. Could take the Sagittarius Volley. It does just clear the board, and this is a 5/5. I kind of want the Rendhorn. I kind of want it more than the Clan Crusher. Sagittarius Volley is a nice sideboard card, but yeah, I don't think I want 2 Tin Dodgers. So at this point we could take the Guildgate, could take the Mammoth Spider, but I don't think that's what we really want. Might take the Maka. Yeah, like we are heavy on 5. Might take the Spider just for a sideboard. This is probably a good time to sideboard. Otherwise it's Maka. Here we have a Titanic Brawl. 2 mana, have something fight, so this is removal. We've got like 3 or 4 removal spells, so this is fine. I would take it. Probably we're having our 5/5 fight something. Could take a second Brawl. Could take this Wrecker, which is probably a 3/3 Menace. I think that's okay. If you want a bit of that. And Rhythm of the Wild did wheel back around, so we're actually looking pretty good now, I think. It's non-tokens. Could take the Guildgate here, could even take Open the Gates. Kind of sideboard that. Or could just play this as a 3-drop. It's probably more likely to be a 4-drop, given where we are right now. So I think we'll just take a Guildgate over Open the Gates. Again, I guess we can take a Deface for a sideboard, because we're not going to play a second Axebane Beast. We might play 1, but we're not going to play 2. We can take Burn. Actually, I'm not sure if Burn Bright is better than Active Treason. Active Treason might be better. I'll just take that. Get a Tin Street Dodger. I'm not sure we want to actually want 2 of them, but we do have it. So here we have Zigana Utopia Speaker. And this is worth considering because what do we have? A Roustabout in black. But this is a 4-mana 4/4 with Adapt for 6 to get +4. When it enters the battlefield, if you have another +1/+1 counter, you also draw a card, and all creatures you have with +1/+1 counters have trample. So it's sort of like a second one of these Guardians, but for 1 less, but it's blue. It plays well with Rhythm of the Wild, and you know, our only other pick is maybe this Sourform Hybrid, which would be good. Would not complain about that, but I think the power level on Zigana is going to be high enough that we're going to start looking for splashing that. So in terms of splashing that, we have this Consecrate Consume. That's not going to get played. Thirsting Shade is bad. Blade Brand is cool. It gives a creature Death Touch. However, we're not really in the right deck for using Blade Brand. So really, like, what do we got? A Rendhorn. So we could maybe trade out a Recluse for the Rendhorn, because I think Rendhorn's better. Also, because it's a +1/+1 counter, it does trigger with this. But here it might be just taking the like a Gateway Plaza or the Simic Guildgate. And I think we're going to take the Plaza over the Simic Guildgate. Because it can be a mountain too. I think I'm fine with that. If the Rendhorn comes back around, we might swap out like a Recluse. Forbidding Spirit is cool. Even Gutterbones is cool. I don't think Gutterbones is good enough for us to play that. Here we take this Burning Tree Vandal. Or another Gateway Plaza. I think we're going to have to take the Vandal. Active Treason is probably not going to make it. Because we're at, like, what, one... like 1/2 drop. We're kind of in a precarious situation as it comes to small creatures. We don't need Guildgates that badly. Do you see a Dagger Caster? I think this Crusher's probably just not going to do it. I'm not sure if Crusher's better than the Recluse here. But Dagger Caster is probably the best card here. There's eyes everywhere, which is cute. I just don't think it's super great. Macabre Mockery is cool. Clan Crusher. Again, we're high on the 5 drops, so this 2-cost Sauropod is certainly making the deck. We're at 4 gates, so we're looking really for like 3 more cards. Essence Capture for blue. This is double blue. Really just a single splash. Probably taking the Territorial Boar. This is going to pay off pretty often. Rubble Belt Runner half the time. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. This is going to pay off for 6.5 of our creatures. Oh yeah, and Tinstry Dodger, we have 2 of those, huh? Probably want to cut one of those Dodgers. Probably just going to add another Boar. I mean, it's pretty good, and it's what we want. Could have taken, of course, a Guildgate, but we are, like I said, short on these 2 drops. So here we sort of have a choice. It could be this Maka if we're really desperate. Which, I don't know. I feel like we're not as desperate now. We're maybe, like, not super happy with our 3 drops, because these are going to be 1-cost cards, probably. So we're at, like, 21. So we could take the Maka. We could also take Sagittarius Volley as a sideboard if our opponent is playing, like, very flyer-heavy. That's something to consider. I'm not sure if Maka... Let's see. We have like 6 non-creatures right now. Yeah, I'm gonna take a sideboard Volley. We can take another Sauropod hybrid or a Simic Guildgate here. I like the hybrid, I think. Here we are gonna take the Guildgate and be very happy about that. Not playable, not playable. We already have one. Not the right colors. So we're just going to take the Guildgate. There's no reason not to. Could take another Storm Strike. I'd be okay with that. We actually do have a Brush Strider as well. We also open the gates. Do I want to open the gates more than a 4th Guildgate? And I think the answer is yes. Though maybe not. could just take an Guildgate. Because, yeah, so right now we're looking at... This Titanic Brawl might not be necessary. It is instant speed, though. That's cool. Because our skewers are only sorcery speed. Now that we have a dagger caster, I think we're okay on a lot of things. Yeah, open the gates will maybe get us like a gateway plaza sometimes, or like a Simic Guild gate. Let's take the gate. Gathering for sideboard and roustabout. So here what we're looking at is what? So we are at the right number. Somehow I counted right. I'll put a little troll guy up here. He seems cool. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and probably just send this right back. Make a nice deck name. And yeah, I feel pretty good about this. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work. I think the 10 Street Dodger is worth it. I am wondering if we perhaps do run the Crusher. I don't know about that. And I wonder if Crusher is better than the Recluse. Can remove a +1/+1 counter. So we have... I mean, we have a couple sources of +1/+1 counters. We have like 2 of those. Got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 sources of +1/+1 counters. It's possible that this could do something. Maybe more than the Recluse. I think the threat of being able to just turn this into pinging our opponent is probably going to make it worth it. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and go for this. Hope you're enjoying so far. We are playing first. So we're at like, yeah, like I said, something like an 82% win rate. We're definitely keeping this. We got this Hybrid. We got the Guardian. Gore Wrecker. I don't know. This seems cool. We're going against red. Which I'm definitely fine with. We have a Storm Strike next turn. It's gonna be Rakdos. This is kind of interesting. So we can kill this guy with Storm Strike. I think that's worth it. They choose not to, which is fine. We're gonna go ahead and drop the Wrecker next turn. Yep. That is interesting. They have Fireblade Artist. Okay. So given that, we could drop Wrecker as a Riot, but I think we probably don't. I'm gonna go ahead and let's just attack. Guardian will, of course, just give this a +1/+1 counter. The fact they're running Rakdos Trumpeter probably means they have a lot of Spectacle cards. I'm assuming they're running Skewer the Critic. Gonna go ahead and attack him with the Trumpeter, I guess. Fine with me. Considering this... I can attack in with both. I don't think I want to trade off the hybrid, though. So what I'm going to do is play the Rendhorn, I think. I can play the Rendhorn hasted, bring them down to 9. That might actually be worth it. Then I could play the Guardian. Though I don't know, I kind of like playing the Guardian first. Alright. Yeah, we'll go to attacker phase. We'll just swing in here. And play out the Guardian, I think. He's nice and big, and that's gonna be quite a threat with the trample or the potential to adapt either of them. Oh wow, so he sacked a creature just to get the 2 damage. So there's going to be a Spectacle card coming out. Screw the Critic. Okay. Theater of Horrors. If your opponent lost life this turn, you can play cards exiled with this. Pay 4 to deal 1. Okay, so it's like card draw. That is good to know. I can drop the Rendhorn. Which I think I will. And I think I will give it haste. And we'll just start attacking again. Yep. So they can play that with haste, just go in for 2. Not gonna be enough. Alright. So they're playing kind of a mediocre Rakdos deck. I mean, we can just outvalue them. The only Spectacle card we really saw was the Skewer the Critics. And the other 2 were just enablers. I mean, they were willing to sack a creature just to get 2 mana, essentially, for the Skewer the Critic. Yeah, we're going to keep this. This is going to be a turn 2 Scorchmark, whatever turn 2 play they have. So there's pretty much no way that they can even do anything interesting. Okay. Well, it's not going to be skewering that. We're going to pass. Let's see if they have something with 2 health. If they don't, well, whatever. Alright. That gets resolved. We're going to Scorch Market. Not really the kind of card you want in that deck. Here's just going to be a runner. We still can't block the Trumpeter, but it's fine. They're going to light up the stage. That is nice. Roustabout and a Vandal, which they can't play. So, yep, we will just attack. And we can skewer the critics here, but I just don't care. I'd rather skewer, like, the Vandal or the Roustabout, I think. Kind of surprising. I figure they would be a Vandal player. They'd want to play that instead of the Roustabout. Because it doesn't seem like their hand is that good. So I could skewer the critics on the Roustabout. I could just attack in, too. I'm wondering if I do that. I think I don't. I think what I want to do is go ahead and play out this Guardian. It blocks well, and when it attacks in, it's definitely going to give me Spectacle because I can make it trample. Yeah, it's every creature, not just others. They can, in fact, only get up to 6 damage. So, yep. Gonna go ahead and do that. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and deal 5. Not even worried here. So I can skewer, or I can go ahead and drop Recluse. It's gonna be skewer. I'll just kill that one. Just the slightly bigger creature. That's fine. And I think I am going to just drop Wrecker. Again, the Rhythm of the Wild is nice, but it is kind of just win more. Oh. Well, that is a real card. So they can't activate the other ability because they took haste, which is really good. So I can attack with the Guardian and the Wrecker and the Runner if I wanted to. Trade off Wrecker for the Vampire, deal 8. Yep, I will kill the Vampire. Again, could have adapted that, but I don't need to. I think I just play Crusher here. Crusher is going to give me reach for 2 damage if I need to. And they're currently looking at, what, 7? Which is 5 short. Nice. Yeah, I think once they played the Hellkite, hasting it in was probably wrong. seems like what they wanted to do was just have a 5/5 to block, and then they could use the fire-breathing power. But I mean, I don't know. I didn't really think about it that much. We're going to play first. This is going to be a mulligan. Whew, boy. We're going to keep that. This is a risky keep. It's a very risky keep. I'm going to play Guildgate first. Just in case we get something good, which we don't. But this is actually fine. This means turn 3 we can play Rhythm of the Wild, and that means Zagana will come in as a 5/5. I'm actually okay with that. Or Hasted. Does not have to take the +1/+1 counter. So I can just, yeah, haste in a 4/4. Death touch. Not what I wanted to see. Skewer the critics, though. That's not too bad. I'm going to hold that back for next turn. Well, am I? I can skewer the critics right now. Next turn, play this hasted. With... Nah. Well, nah. I think a 5/5 trample is fine. I don't know. I think it's fine. We're going to take a +1/+1 counter, make it a 5/5 trample, or we're going to take haste. Guess we'll take the counter. Alright. Trollbreed Guardian. Interesting. We are gonna have to skewer the critics, I think. And we don't have to. We can just play Guardian. And again, this just comes in as a 6/6. Whatever. So these things are big. They are big and scary. Let's just go ahead and skewer that. So I can attack in. For 5. Attack in for 6 and just kill 2 things. Kill 3 things even. Yeah, I think not. We'll just wait. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, getting 2 oligarchs, not a bad start. The Orzhov deck is trying to just sort of kind of wait around till they get flyers. So they have a flyer, that's for sure. And there we go. There's our Crusher. So we're in this game. We are, of course, going to take the... ooh. I could haste it. If I haste it, I can immediately kill the flyer. Or I can hit them, and then I can use Skewer the Critics. Yeah, that doesn't really matter. I think I can... I think I haste it. So it has haste. I am not going to do anything. We'll do no attacks. And yeah, we'll just end turn. One to sack a creature. Sure. That is definitely fine. So I can Clan Crusher on the Pontiff, but they would just sack the Oligarch. So I'll just, I'll kill that thing. And I'll remove a +1/+1 counter from this one. That was probably wrong. Whatever. Should have removed it from the speaker. Or I should have waited until after combat. Now they can attack with the Scavenger. Oh well. That was a misplay. We'll just do no blocks. Not too worried. The other thing is I can have Zagara at instant speed become an 8/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So we'll just pass. Yep. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. So I can deal 2 damage to any target. So I can actually just hit them in the face. Yep, we'll take it. Skewer the Critics will deal 3. So I kind of want to skewer that Vindictive Vampire. If I skewer the Vampire, I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and let's play this out. I'll take a +1/+1 counter. I could also take haste. If I haste, I can make that not block. It's not good enough. Alright. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and kill that. Sure. Sure. Yeah, so they're trying to get in as much damage as they can. Which will work. Yep. That means I can tap this to kill flying token. Let's go ahead and take... Oops. Oh, I did that. Oh man, I ran out of time. That's not good. Not quite what I meant. We'll just resolve that. We'll go ahead and sure take a counter from there. They run out of steam? That's interesting. Alright. Against Death Touch and Indestructible. So I can make the Pontiff not able to block and attack in for 15, which is not enough. (16, 17, 18). Okay. Just go ahead and kill that. I'll take one from here. Sure. Yeah. So I'll say target creature can't block. That one. Trying not to run out of time here. Attacking with Zagana. Right, okay. Okay, yeah. Let's try to win this game here. Got a little sketchy for a second there. Because of the vindictive vampire. Ooh. Yep. That is good. Ooh. They skipped their attack phase. That is probably a mistake, right? Well, maybe not. Alright, so what we can do is tap this, say the Pontiff can't block. And attack in for 3, 9. Let's see. 13, 14, 15, 23. Something like that. If I say the scavenger can't block, or okay, so I do that. I then attack in. Like this. 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah. Damn. It's not enough. Yeah, I'm not sure if I could have done that differently. Maybe have the scavenger not be able to block. Or use the crusher to kill the Pontiff. Scavenger can't block, then I could attack in for 17. Yeah, I think I just don't have enough. Oh, I can pump the Guardian by +1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 8. From there, submit. I guess I should have hit them in the face for 2. Yeah. Would have at least got them down to 3. Alright, I think I concede here. Not sure if there was a way I could have done that. I think I was short. So we're definitely gonna side in a Sagittarius Volley here. I don't think we're siding in Mammoth Spider. Probably take out the Recluse. And, you know, considering what they have, I think that's fine. We're gonna play first. We're gonna mulligan that, unfortunately. This one we are gonna keep. This has a potential to be quite a blowout with Daggercaster and Sagittar Volley. And with a runner on top, yeah. Okay. Gonna go ahead and play runner. So I'm more than happy to run into that oligarch. Could also Scorch Mark. I could in fact Scorch Mark instead of Daggercaster, which I'm wondering about. I think I'd just go ahead and attack in, and then follow it up with Daggercaster. Oh, they decide not to block. In that case, I'll go ahead and play Guildgate and pass. I can Scorch Mark on their turn. I guess they could have a pump spell here. If they have a pump spell, I'm kind of okay with that. Turns out they don't. Griffin. Cool. They decided they wanted the Griffin instead. I don't blame them. Does make me kind of want to just Sagittar Volley here. But I could still Storm Strike. And Storm Strike is going to be a little bit better. Yep, because it lets me get rid of land. We'll go ahead and hold on to the Daggercaster for a second. Neat. Yeah, I think at this point we just play out the Daggercaster. That's fine. Not like the most optimal. And we'll wait. I think the runner has slightly more value than the caster. Yep, that's pretty cool. I'll just pass. Wow. That's cool. Yeah. I mean, at this point, I think we just start running in. Yeah. We will just block it. I like it. They do get to scry too, which is nice. But they don't really have a way to kill us now. I mean, at least not a guaranteed way. They kind of took the clock away from themselves. There we go. Yep, that's fine. No way we're going to win if we don't double block, so if they have a trick, that's nice. Right, no trick. So it's a pretty good trade for us. At this point, we just have to draw a card. Already discarded a mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're halfway through our land. Vindictive Vampire. It's going to make things hard. This Renthorn might help us. Yep, we'll take the counter. We're kind of on the back foot. I mean, double your life and take half your opponent's life. It's pretty cool. They got us good with that. Alright, this is looking like we lose now. Well. I think if we don't block it, we just lose anyway, so we have to. We'll take haste. That's interesting. We actually do succeed to buy another turn. Somehow. Yeah, there you go. Alright, I'll block here. Now, technically speaking, yeah, with that, I think we can't win. Yep. Alright, cool. We concede. That was an interesting deck that our opponent had. It is fairly effective as an Orzhov deck goes. It's kind of interesting to see, like, that's the combo that you're kind of looking for as the Vindictive Vampire. Ooh. It's a tough one. I think we mulligan. Let's go ahead and maybe let's put the forest on bottom. There's an argument to be made for maybe we have a turn 4 play. I think here we Gateway Plaza so that we can Rhythm of the Wild and then Territorial Boar, because we're not in a huge rush, though they are Rakdos. Ah, looks like they are playing Orzhov. Yeah, considering it's Orzhov, we can take a little bit of time here. They're a bit slow. I'm certainly fine putting out a 3/3 territorial boar. And leaving up Storm Strike. Ooh, Blade Juggler, nice. So we can bring this in as a 4/3, but that's really not necessary. We'll just come in +1/+1. We can Storm Strike the Juggler. So they really are Rakdos. Maybe just splashing Oligarch? I don't know. It's a bit hard to say right now. It certainly looks that way. Alright. There's the vampire. We'll take the scry. Yeah, considering we got Ceratok, you bet. I wonder if I take this hasted. If I take it hasted, I can just attack in for an extra 4 this turn. We'll take the counter. I'm willing to trade my territorial boar for the vampire. Just get that out of the way. Yep, those cannot block the Ceratok. They're too small. So, we're just going to start swinging for 5. Opponent has some kind of trick, maybe. But I think that's okay. I'm doing that so that if I can play this Recluse next turn, it will have Vigilance and +1/+1. And for Recluse, we're just taking haste, because, I mean, at that point, just start swinging in. They're going to final payment to kill the boar. Really? Oh, because they're going to summary judgment that. Sure. I think that's fine. Here I think we're going to Burning Tree Vandal. We will take +1/+1, and we will take haste. I feel pretty good about that. So we are still winning this race. ill-gotten gains. That is going to be able to drain us for 4. So we are looking a little bit precarious. I kind of just want to give this thing haste. I can also just give this thing haste, but it seems less good. And yep. I think Surprise Bullrack Crusher to kill whatever blocker they leave back is probably good. Oh, I'm going to consign it to the pit. Okay. So, we're precarious here. We are going to have to take haste. Attack with the Vandal. Yep. If they double block. We can actually tap this to remove this counter. Wait, shit. We can tap this to deal 2 to their face, removing that counter. There we go. Wow. They got us again. So we're in top deck now. That's scary. They in fact just kill us here, so let's go ahead and concede. Protection from monocolored. It's not super great for us, because we do not have a lot to deal with that. They had a fair amount of removal. Do we want Mammoth Spider here? I don't know. Mammoth Spider might be good against those 1/1 counters. Alright, well we want Sagittarius Volley, I think. And maybe cut a... just cut a Storm Strike. After Orzhov has been so bad in the previous two drafts, hopefully it's not suddenly good. We're going to keep. Alright, so we're starting off with a very strong mulligan attack. And they scried bottom. Probably a good thing. Turn 2, we are not going to Gateway Plaza. Going to go ahead and... let's get out the... So we could get out Sauropod Hybrid. The other thing that we could do is instead... could just play Gateway Plaza and prepare for Rhythm of the Wild. Just make our creatures a little bit bigger. I think that that's what we're going to do this time. So we're missing out on about 4 damage by doing Rhythm of the Wild second. So we're going to find out if that's going to matter. Alright, 1/1 tokens, sure. Let's go ahead and get a mountain down. It's going to be just Territorial Boar, followed by a Hybrid. The fact that that can adapt for 6 is interesting. I almost wonder if we don't. Maybe we just let it be a 2/2. I'm just going to take haste. Of course, if they're running Scorch Mark, that's a problem, but as long as they're not running Scorch Mark, it shouldn't matter. Daggercaster. That's a nice draw. Actually, that's a really nice draw. So we can Daggercaster and Skewer the Critics to just clear the board. Attacking for 5. I'll take +1/+1 counter. We'll Skewer it. And next turn we've got a 6/6 Hybrid. Vindictive Vampire. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just attack. They're counting my mana. Yes, it is in fact 6. Don't even need to show them the Dodger, which will be nice. But this should be lethal. I guess maybe they could, yeah, like a Duelist Pontiff, but it said sacrifice another creature, so they can sacrifice the vampire. So, let's see. I mean, let's just play all the stuff we've got. We'll play Dodger. We'll take the counter. We can Wrecker for haste. And +1/+1. So we'll take +1/+1, we'll take haste. We don't even have to make that unblockable. I mean, I guess there's no reason not to. Let's make it unblockable. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to change anything here. Probably our goal is just be fast enough. Daggercaster definitely was nice there. So our opponent's going to decide to go first. We have to throw this one back. This one we're going to keep, though. Oof. Trollbeat Guardian. I'm going to bottom it. It is sad, but we do have 2 5-drops here. And, 6-cost thing. We're going to have to get up to 5 eventually, so we probably want that a little bit faster. Instead of yet a third 5-drop we wouldn't be able to cast. Do we have Scorch Mark? No Scorch Mark. No turn 3 play. Okay. Considering what we've got here, I think we're just going to drop out the runner. So we'll do next. And we'll play runner. Unclear if they have Scorch Mark and maybe they're just indecisive about what to use it on. If we do draw a normal land, we'll be able to play the Wrecker. Otherwise, we won't. Did not. Here, I think we're okay with trading for either of those. There's something to be said for, like, we could have waited to use the Clan Crusher, like, 3 turns from now. Like, take this token to kill it, but I'm sure that there will be something else for this to kill soon. They seem to be stuck. Okay. I think I'm okay with that. Alright, now they're at 4. They can't still be stuck. I don't believe it. Simply don't believe it. Okay. I think here we want to probably drop Rendhorn and just haste it. I think we just want to take advantage of how slow they're being. I mean, they must have another summary judgment. They're gonna take it. They can't have Kaya's Wrath. They don't have 2 white yet. So it doesn't look like they're trying to Wrath of God me. Okay. Now they're gonna blow that up. Alright. Scry 1 on top. So whatever they were looking for, they found. Recluse is lethal. Yeah. Let's just play Recluse. So they need an answer for it. Hold Guildgate in hand in case they have a force me to discard or something. The Bell Haunt. Not really sure. They're at 6 now. Okay. Yeah. Sure. I'll just play another thing. So we do have lethal, because of Skewer. They've got to play something. Right? Okay. That is something. Considering that, I could skewer the critic, the 1/1, and attack them directly, but that doesn't seem that great. I could attack in with the Crusher. They would double block it. I can use the Crusher to kill the token and then just attack with the Wrecker. For 2. Hard to say. Might just pass here. End of turn, we can use Crusher to do the same thing. Afterlife 1, sure. Let's see, considering this, I can use the Crush to kill the Enforcer, and then I can Sagittar Volley, but that seems silly. We're kind of stuck. I think we should just pass here. Sure, Afterlife 2. Seems cool. So end of turn, we can hit the Enforcer, we can skewer the Transport, and we can Sagittar Volley. Maybe? Yeah, let's just kill that. Could play the hybrid. I think I'll just skewer that. And here I think we're willing to take 3. I think that's fine. Okay. That's interesting. So the Sauropod I can make big, but not quite yet. Alright. We're gonna get a baby 10th Street Dodger. And start swinging in for 1. Put a slow clock. Here we Sagittar Volley to clear out the skies. Oh, I love it. It actually doesn't work because it is monocolored. How sad. Hexproof from monocolored, yeah. So, okay, so it can take damage, it just can't be hurt. Yeah, so here I think, let's go ahead and do this. I only have about 4 turns. with which to try to win the game. Which is not great. Okay, Rhythm of the Wild is pretty good. Don't know if it's going to be good enough. Well, you know, we're going to have to clear the ground somehow. Don't really have a choice here. We can attack in with... Oh, I can actually use my Clan Crusher here. Oh, that's what I want to do. Alright, so Clan... what was I thinking? Clan Crusher, kill that thing. Use my Hybrid counter. Yeah, so at this point I think I want to trade in my boars for extra damage. If I do it like this, they're only going to kill one of my things, and I'll get in for 5 or something. Yeah. Ooh, that's pretty good. That said, them being at 2 probably means I can win. If I draw any creature, then this is lethal. Assuming I can play the creature. If it's a 4 cost or less. Scorch Mark. Yes. So I can Scorch Mark the Panther. I can make Tin Street Dodger unblockable. And I can attack with these. If they have a trick, then they have a trick, I guess. Does have Menace. Okay. It was a bit precarious. That 5/5 hexproof for monocolor did get me. Almost got me. It was a bit scary. Risco. Yeah, this is a great start. I do have to remember how to adapt. You know, I guess I just haven't played enough Simic cards. Probably anybody watching me was annoyed that I wasn't looking at that adapt play. Put a creature card into your hand. Cool. Cool. What are they going to take? Persistent Parishioner. No, it's they're actually doing it. They're doing the Persistent Parishioner deck. Oh my god. That's okay. It's gonna be very funny. That's all I have to say about that. Gateway Sneak. I think I just attack in. If I attack in, they probably block it with the Parishioner. Let's see what they do. I think that's fine. I'm gonna skewer the critics. Let's just get rid of that card before it causes any trouble. So I've definitely seen that card draw a lot of cards. Got a Steeple Creeple. Here again, I think I can... I mean, I could just attack in. Have them block with the Parishioner again. I'm okay with that. Just played Rhythm of the Wild. It's fine. Sure. They're going to try to deck me very slowly. Cool. I like it. They're decking me very slowly. Okay. Well. Alright then. Go ahead and Vandal. Just pump it twice. And we'll wait. Okay. So they are going to try to race me in the sky. Let's see how that works out for them. So I can ditch a mountain if I wanted to. Don't know if I do. With Sauropod Hybrid, I can actually make it a 6/6 here. Yeah. I'll decline to discard a card. So I can just make that a 6/6. Nah. I'll go ahead and play my Troll Guardian. Come away with +1/+1. And we'll wait. Now let's see how many bounce spells they have. Okay, draw a card, put land. So they might have one bounce at most. Okay. So I can play a land, and I can just go to attacker step. Okay. Hybrid is not even in danger. Though I think we will go ahead and bump it. I mean, hitting for 10 is nothing to sneeze at. Actually, it's 12. Because it does get trample. Nice Guardian. Okay. Yeah, they're not going to deck me at 1 card a turn. It'll take at least 10 turns. Considering they seem to be playing the decking strategy, I wonder if I should actually run to face. I don't even think I'm that worried about it. So deface could kill the wall, or it could kill the shield if they happen to have the shield. But I think my deck is going to be fast enough. I mean, maybe the shield I wouldn't be able to deal with, but I didn't see it. There's no reason to assume they have the shield just because they're playing the other cards. That's a no. We are going to have to throw this one back. Like a little fishy. Opponent's playing first. And keep. And bottom. It's going to be a Guild Mage to start with, probably, instead of the boar. It's about the same. I mean, I guess arguably the Guild Mage can turn my lands into creatures. Hopefully they don't get bounced. Or something. Sharkdo Crab. Sharkdo Crab is big and scary. Yeah, in fact I can make a land into a 4/4. But they do not have a land for their Sharkdo Crab. Whoa. Now let's go all attack. Let's go ahead and drop a boar. They could quench it. Counterspell unless they pay 2. Do they think it's worth a quench? Okay, I guess they decided against it. Probably wrong. If they're stuck on land, they probably should have just counterspelled if they had that. Okay. No real surprise there. I mean, second round a little bit there. But, you know. The milling strategy in this format is not a real strategy. So we've broken even now. We're gonna play first. This is gonna be a keep. We are playing we're playing a turn behind, but I think it'll be fine. It's gonna be Orzhov again. Ooh, more Orzhov. Not really digging all these Orzhovs. Oops, oh my god. Let's try that again. Green. So we we can fight, but it would be bad for us. So probably we'll just runner. Oh golly, what is this guy? Create a 1/1 flying artifact token, gain a life until end of turn. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put a loyalty counter on him. Wow. And I can just skewer the critic and kill that? Yeah. I'm sorry, no. Like, you do not get to do this. Be happy with your one life and Thopter token.
I was incorrect.
Get out of here.
Go ahead and gloat.
Yeah, this is fight a creature, so I just do not see that going well for us if that was going to be putting lots of tokens on the board every turn and gain life. No blocks. Yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool card. We had the skewer. Otherwise it could have gone quite badly. Probably just start attacking with the runner, maybe? Might be. I'll go ahead and throw down a Gateway Plaza. On the other hand, probably we just pass. We can Titanic Brawl at fast speed. Yeah. We're just gonna take that. And Seratok is gonna pump our boar. So let's just go ahead and attack in with both. Okay. This is looking a lot more doable. Night of the Last Breath, that is the thing you're looking for, ideally. We can Titanic Brawl, but that doesn't seem right against that Night of the Last Breath. Could attack with Ceratok. Oh wait, nope, that's too expensive. Yeah. So probably... just, attack with Ceratok here. I'd trade the Ceratok for the Knight of Last Breath. I think I'm okay with that. Afterlife 3. That's right. Forgot about that. Maybe it wasn't the best. That's why that guy's okay. Yeah. Probably should have just played the Guardian. That was a misplay. Afterlife's pretty good. Surprised they didn't attack in with the spirits. Like, very surprised. This Titanic Brawl is gonna do a lot. That'll cost me 4 total. So we'll go ahead and, yeah, just attack him with the Guardian. We can adapt it to give it trample, which seems okay. I guess they can give this death touch. That's what they're looking at. It would work. Creature I control. Let's go ahead, say that creature, let's say that creature. Oh, wait, cancel. Hold on. Oh, wait, cancel. Yeah, no, I don't have any other creatures with, say that one fights that one. That's fine. Yeah, if we had a creature with a +1/+1 counter on it first, could have avoided that, but that's fine. Because we did that, they didn't get to draw a card either. We got in for 7. So they are going to sack 2, draw 3 cards. I like to see that. They don't really have that much on the board. Defender and loses flying. Okay. And they're going to return Last Breath and Oligarch. That's cool. This Trollbreed Guardian is just going to feed my Crusher, I guess. Yeah, so let's play Dodger. We'll give Dodger haste, or unblockable. We'll start clearing the skies slowly. They don't have a lot of time to finish us off. Even when Zingata comes in, we get to draw a card too. Even better. Oh, nice card. Yep, that is fine. So they're going to deal like 3, and then they're going to deal 2. They're only going to deal 2. Okay. Dagger Caster. That is pretty nice. Like, I kind of want to just Dagger Caster right now. But the fact that they can Last Breath is a bit annoying. I can probably afford to take another 2. So let's do it this way. I get to draw a card. Let's make Dodger unblockable. Yeah, we'll just say it's unblockable. And we'll play out this Sauropod form. So we are taking 2. But I do get to crush Spirit if I really wanted to. But I think what I'm going to do is crush the Oligarch. And then Dagger Caster on my turn. Clearing, essentially clearing the board. Neat. Gonna attack for 1. Oh, please do that. Okay, so they are tapped out. We just dropped Dagger Caster here. And they have 3 blockers. Okay, cool. They're a little bit heavier on the spirit tokens this time around. Also, yeah, man. Probably... I don't know, maybe cut the Recluse, maybe not. Artifact or creature with Defender, I didn't have that. Yeah, maybe just, lose, like, the Wrecker, which is a little bit worse. Let's go ahead and take a shot here. seems like Menace would be worse if they have spirits. They're not afraid. This is send it back. Poor Dagger Caster. Just so good. Mulligan. Oh gosh, Mulligan again. Opponent did Mulligan once. We're gonna have to keep that. So we're not completely hosed. They scried bottom. We are going to... We're gonna bottom that. Unfortunately. It's a pretty nice card. We gotta get up to some land or some cheap creatures. The fact it's double green was a little bit scary, but it worked out perfectly. We can Skewer and Storm Strike if we needed to. Let's wait. Okay. That is a thing that they can do. So it's worth noting they do have that enchantment. I think Deface only kills artifacts, though. Doesn't kill enchantments, so I don't think we have enchantment destruction. Another one. Oh god. That is going to be a problem. So they're dealing 2 a turn to me, I'm only dealing, on average, 1 a turn. So they're winning the race. Okay. Yeah. Scorch Mark. And that is 8. So I really only have like 3 turns. Wow. Okay. Not good. Okay, Clan Guild Mage. So we'll get unblockable. Put on Clan Guild Mage, and we will go ahead and Skewer. Carry it. This is going to be a hard race to win. 3 of those. Ugh. Well, now we're down to basically 3 turns. Okay, what can I do here? So what I want to do is... yeah, haste this. We're gonna discard a Storm Strike. Dagger caster, sure. Do we Storm Strike? No, I don't think so. Okay. I think we have 2 turns now to deal 26. It's not gonna happen. Okay. For damage to your opponent, you gain 4 life. Yeah, we're gonna concede here. Four of those things. Alright. Yeah. No enchantment removal, it seems. Not sure what to do about that. Maybe cut Sagittarius Volley. I mean, it's certainly nice. But I'm wondering if maybe we just need another like Tin Street Dodger. Just like things that are fast. Alright, who knows? Getting attacked by 3 of those, man, that's pretty hard. We're in much better shape now, though. With a hybrid and Skewer the Critics, and these as our backups. Opponent mulligans. We're going to be very happy to drop this Crusher. Alright. We'll do a Sauropod form. Okay, so here we are going to Tin Street Dodger. And we're going to make Tin Street Dodger unblockable in case they have a fairy. And we'll do all attacks. Okay. Again, we'll just make it unblockable. Is unblockable except for by defenders, which is worth noting. Go down Gateway Plaza. Opponent has something in hand, it seems like. Okay, are they trying to do the same thing and they're stuck on 3 land? That would be pretty nice. So in this case, we'll, we actually don't need to use the ability until the fairy comes into play. So we just won't. Okay, They cycled a Blade Brand, so they can get their land. That might be too little too late. It's going to be hard for them to catch up. Yeah, considering I can skewer that. Skewer that and attack for 7. Alternatively, I can give this plus damage, yeah. I think I'll just skewer it and attack for 7. I can give the hybrid +4/+4 and trample. So there's not much they can really do. Yep, so I can attack both of those. It's lethal. Pretty much any way they look at it. Maybe they have like the fairy? No. Okay. I feel like the fairy is better than people seem to think. It's worth playing. So that was interesting. We had Dovin, and then we had ill-gotten gains ×3. It's pretty interesting. So we're going to play first. This is a tricky thing, but I think we are going to keep. The fact we can Tin Street Dodger to get our Skewer the critic off probably means it's worth it. We are playing against Gruul. They're playing, in fact, same color as us. Roughly. Yep, we'll just end. Sure. And I kind of just want to Scorch Mark that. Just like, no mana wrap. Get out of here. Alright. Okay, so they are ramping with their Open the Gates. Gaining Simic Guild Gate. So it seems like they are Simic? Don't think it's worth the Storm Strike to Scry here. Yep. There's a Sharktopus. Frenzied Arnix. That is big. Man. Alright. Okay. Yep. They are just playing big things. That's gonna be kind of an issue. Because we didn't have our land color. Couldn't get our 4th land either. Didn't do too bad for not playing anything. But I think here we just scoop. Let's concede that one. They had a bunch of 4/4s. Considering that, Skewer the Critics probably is a little bit worse. I wonder about Active Treason, though. Kind of like Active Treason. Maybe over the Daggercaster. It's pretty much all they had was 4/4 after 4/4. We are going to play first. That is a definite keep this time. It's going to be a bit slow. Well, let's see how this one goes. Alright, we do manage to get the Guild Mage out first. Okay, they are ramping. Considering the ramp, probably we might have some issue. Alright. Gyre Engineer. Yep. I think I just Scorch Mark that again. You know, it worked the first time. Let's just get rid of it. I'm wondering if I should Burning Tree Vandal with haste. My Inklink is no. I think I should just take the token. Yeah, token because the speaker is a lot better. Get to draw the card. Get to Storm Strike. So yeah, let's go ahead and start by playing that out. Let's draw the card. Go ahead and throw down a mountain. And I'll just attack with Vandal. Discarding draws bait. Ooh, get to Skewer the Critic too. Not too bad. Alright. Interesting. So I can Active Treason and then attack in for, let's see, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They'll have to block 1. And then I have lethal. I think that works. all active trees in this one. I'll go ahead and just go next, next. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Skewer the critics and Storm Strike. So our Storm Strike, whatever they don't block. Oh. 7. Yeah. It's 11. Sure. Game 3. I mean, that's probably about as good as we're gonna get. They did the same thing in Game 2 as they did in Game 1. We were just a little bit faster. I mean, a lot bit faster. We actually had our second color and everything. This is gonna be a mulligan. That's also gonna be a mulligan, I think. That's gonna be a keep. Our opponent's job is to get to 4 land, and they've done that every game. Like, just try to get to 4 and then play things that are 4/4s. Maybe we should even be playing another Rebel Built Runner instead, but I think it's okay. We're gonna go ahead and Guild Mage. Yeah, push Strider. Okay. Rhythm of the Wild. I'm gonna take that. We could attack in, but we can also just block it. There's the Arnix. I will do no blocks here. The Guildmage has the potential to make all of my lands into 4/4s. Considering that, I think I just play the runner. Wait. Yeah, whatever. Kind of messed that up. Should have left a mountain open to threaten. Alright. Let's trade. Fine with me. Oops. We'll pass. So they don't have any more drops, I guess. Or okay. They played Frilled Mystic to counter nothing. I guess they decided they didn't want to counter the boar. This doesn't make any sense. We'll just take it. So we can skewer the critics. But in this case, I think what I want to do is do absolutely nothing. I like it. They chose haste. Considering that they chose haste, what we can do is we're going to pass the blocker phase. For blockers, we can kill this. Oh, wait. We screwed up. Oh, no. Wait, what did I do? I screwed up. Okay. Yep. We are going to take +1/+1 counter. 4 is going to attack. Skewer the critics is going to, sure, kill the mystic. Do have to top deck, like, something good. That is approximately something good. We can take haste or +1/+1 counter. Haste is not going to do it. Let's just take the counter. Storm Strike. 11. Alright. Unfortunately, that is not enough. We're gonna lose. Wow. I don't know why they did that. I, like, actually don't know why they did that. Does not make any sense. I think that lost them the game. Okay. Yes, that will work. Though, I mean, yeah, they do have to attack. Okay, now we will concede. Pretty close. The combat there was a little confusing. Probably what I wanted to do was turn one of my things into a 4/4 land, but I kind of fucked it up. We'll take 4 wins. So that's putting us at like 13 wins so far and 4 losses. I can't do math. What was it? 14 over 17? No. 14 over 18. 77% win rate? Okay, I'll take it. Alright, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. I'm Mirkov. Bye-bye.